A temporary ban on shale gas extraction or fracking is currently in place in the Delaware River Watershed. The Delaware Riverkeeper Network commissioned a comprehensive study to examine the environmental impact of lifting the moratorium. The study was conducted by the nonpartisan research group CNA Analysis and Solutions. If shale gas extraction were to take place, most of the fracking would occur in the northern sections of the Delaware River Basin.
We had CNA hone in on 3 sub-watershed areas within the boundaries of the Delaware River Watershed. These are the areas where drilling and fracking would be most likely to start first, and seemed like the wisest place to focus our attention in the first instance for this wide-ranging analysis.
One of the scenarios in the study looked at the effects of drilling 4,000 wells in the Delaware River Basin.
If drilling and fracking were allowed to come into the boundaries of the Delaware River Watershed, it would require somewhere between 18 and 26 square miles of land in order to accommodate all of the land disturbance and devastation that would happen. This is equal to as much as 840 Walmarts.
The CNA analysis found that the well pads and pipelines needed to transport the gas would destroy important forests that store greenhouse gases. Wetlands and other important habitat would also be lost.
Core forest is vitally important for providing irreplaceable wildlife habitat, for preventing stormwater runoff, for ensuring groundwater recharge, for supporting ecotourism in the upper reaches of the Delaware River watershed. If drilling and fracking were allowed to happen the way CNA analyzed, it would result in a loss of as much as 10% of our core forest within the upper reaches of the Delaware River watershed where the drilling and fracking would be happening.
Erosion from related construction has long-term environmental effects.
We would have erosion levels that increase by as much as 150%. After the construction phase, with the enduring land impacts, you would still have erosion levels that are increasing by as much as 15%. So it's an ongoing level of harm and pollution discharge into our waterways that would result.
The Delaware River is the drinking water supply for 17 million people. The researchers say water quality would be degraded.
Among the many harms that the CNA analysis demonstrated is that even if the drillers and frackers complied with Pennsylvania state law, in terms of wastewater discharges associated with the shale gas extraction that would happen within the boundaries of the Delaware River watershed, we could increase water pollution levels for barium and strontium by as much as 500%. There is no way to avoid the harms that shale gas extraction would bring to our watershed and our communities. No matter how much the states try to regulate it, no matter how much the Delaware River Basin Commission tries to regulate it.
According to the assessment, emissions of methane, a greenhouse gas, and nitrogen oxide, which contribute to ground level ozone or smog, would also rise. So would the risk to human health.
CNA made an assessment of the number of people whose health could be impacted by the drilling and fracking that would happen within the boundaries of the Delaware River watershed that they assessed. If we just look at one county, if we just look at Wayne County, they determined that over 60% of the population of Wayne County could have their health impacted by the drilling and fracking that would be allowed to happen there if the moratorium within the Delaware River watershed were lifted.
The Delaware Riverkeeper Network says the results of the study demonstrates the need for the Delaware River Basin Commission to quickly adopt a permanent ban on fracking in the Delaware River watershed.
Shale gas extraction were allowed to happen within the boundaries of the Delaware River watershed, it would have devastating impacts in the watersheds and the communities where it happens. These impacts would be long-term, they would be enduring, they would be significant, and they would be wide-ranging. There would be harmful impacts to our water, to our air, to our forests, to our lands, and to the human health of the people living in the communities where this drilling and fracking would occur.